Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Sharakaya Chakshurmiritam Yena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Gurave Gorachandraya Radhikaye Tadaraye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. This is Vedanta Sutra, first chapter, second part, verse 21. Adrisha Tvadi Gunako Dharmoktehe. The Adrisha means quality of being invisible. Adi means and so on. Guna means the qualities, and Dharma means attributes. Ukta, it's the verb from the root vach, to speak. It has been said that Brahman is Adrisha, invisible, because that is one of his quality. So this invisibility of Brahman means that he cannot be seen by mundane eyes. In the Upanishad, for example, in the Mundaka Upanishad, it is said that the Akshara Brahma, Akshara means imperishable, this imperishable cannot be perceived by the senses or conceived by the mind or intellect. And this Akshara is without eyes, without ears, without feet, without hands, devoid of any physical properties, and has no organs. Similarly, in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, the sage Yajnavalkya describes also Brahman as Akshara. So Adrishya means invisible, Akshara means imperishable. This ape, it's privative, it means not. So Yajnavalkya is describing this Akshara. He said those who don't know this Akshara in this life, they are called Kripana, they are miser. Prabhupada is quoting this verse in Bhagavad Gita. Those who know this Akshara, they are Brahmana. They know Brahman. So this is employing negative term to describe this Akshara. It is neither gross, nor subtle, neither short, nor long. It is without taste, arasam, without smell, agandam, without sight, ashakshu, without sound, ashrutam, without voice, without mind, without breath, having no interior or exterior, and it doesn't eat anything, nor is it eaten by anyone. The impossibility of knowing Brahman is clearly expressed in this famous formula, Neti, Neti, given by Yajnavalkya. Neti, Neti is a contraction, Naiti. Naiti with Sandhi means Neti. Gajendra. Gaja is the king, the elephant. Indra, the king of elephant. The the Gaja at the end, and E becomes E. I mean, in English, Gajendra. So this same thing here, Naiti becomes Neti. Not this, that's what it means. It is this, not. So he repeats this formula 4 times just to stress the point. When something is repeated many times, it means it is very important. Neti, Neti, Naiti, Atasmaditi, Neti, Neti. Brahman cannot be described by words. There is nothing beyond this Neti, Neti. It is not so. So Shankaracharya and all the Advaitins are saying that words, mundane words, cannot describe the Brahman with words. It cannot be described by words. They are limited. So only by negative words. Same way in Western theology, in Christian theology in the Middle Age, we call this negative theology. God can only be described by negative. It is not small. It is not tainted by imperfection. It is not evil. And it cannot be seen. It cannot be heard. It cannot be touched. So only by negative words can we describe what he is. Of course, the Vaishnavacharya disagree. Shri Ramanujacharya, for example, is describing that Neti means Brahman is not only this, he's much more. We can only describe him to a certain point, but not further. We cannot describe fully. Actually, Srila Ramanujacharya is saying that Brahman means the God, but it is described in a neutral gender. It is neither male nor female. When it is male, it is Brahma with a long A. This is Chaturmukh Brahma. This is the creator. But Brahman with the an at the end in a neutral gender is to make us understand that there is a conception of impersonal Brahman in Upanishads. So Ramanujacharya is very much aware of this. He's saying that Upanishads sometimes describe Brahman in impersonal term, just to show that he's not limited by matter. And he describes also Brahman with positive terms. So therefore he is calling this Ubhaya Linga. Sri Ramanujacharya is saying that Brahman has two qualities, two characteristics. One is to be devoid of all imperfection, all the bad qualities of this world. And the other one is to be filled with all the good qualities that even in this world we think are desirable. And that this Brahman, as Bhagavan, in the Vishnu Purana is described Bhagavan, that Ishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashaya Shriya, he's all beautiful, he's all full of wealth, he's very famous, and he's full of knowledge and full of renunciation. This is Bhagavan. Brahman, when he's with attributes, is called Saguna. All the good qualities, then he's called Bhagavan. When he's devoid of any qualities, he's called Brahman, impersonal Brahman. Akshara Brahman, or Adrishya, invisible. This is the subject matter of this sutra. Brahman is invisible. This is one of his quality, negative quality. He cannot be seen with mundane eyes. And Shripad Madhvacharya, we come from Madhvacharya, this is our line. The Brahma Madhva Gauriya Sampradaya. Madhva is saying that it is not true that Brahman cannot be described. We have seen that already in the previous sutra, in the 5th sutra of the first chapter, first part. And that Shripad Madhvacharya is saying, Na Ashabdam. That Ashabda means negation of Shabda. Shabda means word, sound. So the impersonalists are saying that Brahman is Ashabda, that he cannot be described. But Shankaracharya said, Na Ashabdam. No, it is not true that he cannot be described. But double negation means a positive one. So he's also saying about Neti. He's giving a reading of this Neti. This is a quote in bracket. Naiti, na. No, this, not. Iti. See, Neti, twice. Naiti, na. This is the quotation. Iti. Meaning, this, it not, this, not. Which means that it is a negation of a negation. It's not. It is a positive thing. If I give a stupid example, it is not true that Devadatta, it's not stupid. It is not true that he's not stupid, meaning he is stupid. Double negation means a positive affirmation. We know very much, according to the grammatical rules, that the double negation is a positive one. So when there's two negation, like Neti, it means that it is affirmative. It may seems to be a little far-stretched, but Madhvacharya is always seeing the positive aspect of Brahman. To him, every word describes Vishnu. Brahman is always personified as Vishnu, Bhagavan Vishnu. And every name of the gods described as Vishnu. So that's Neti or Adrishya, Akshara. So many negation about Brahma always describe the quality of this Vishnu. He's not this. He cannot be seen by mundane eyes. He cannot be imperishable. He is not perishable. So therefore, he's eternal. The Upanishad actually they describe in both ways. sometime in the same phrasing, like in the Shvetashvatara Upanishad, another Upanishad, a theistic Upanishad, apani pado javano grihita, pashyati ashakshu sa shrinoti akarna. Apani pado, pada means feet. Apani means no feet. He has no feet and yet he has feet. He has no hand and yet he has some hands. Pashyati ashakshu, he sees but he has no eyes. Sashrinoti akarna, he has no ears but he hears everything. And he knows everybody but nobody knows him. He is called the great original Purusha. Purusha means a person. So this is personal Brahman. Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad, this is another Upanishad. It's saying that, yes, we just read it. No taste, arasam, without smell, agandam, without sight, ashakshu, without sound or ears, ashrotam. But in the same phrase, further on it says, but he's sarva karma, all work. Sarva kama, all desire. Sarva ganda, all smell. Sarva rasam, all taste. Sarva midam, everything. Meaning that Brahman can be alone. When Krishna is alone, only himself, then this is nirguna. He has ekka rasa, just one rasa, himself, nothing. But when he is with his associates, the Gopa, the Gopis, his friends, his parents, then he's aneka rasa. And he's also saguna, with all kinds of good qualities. So this nirvishesha Brahma means without any kind of good qualities. In Bhagavad Gita also Krishna is saying avyakta akshara anirdesha. Those who want to know the indescribable, immutable, featureless Brahman. For those who want to know this avyakta akshara anirdesha, invisible, for them, then it will be very much troublesome to understand. But to the loving devotees who perform all their action with the act of love and who absorb their minds in pure devotion, say Krishna, I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. This is how we understand Vedanta Sutra and all kinds of Upanishads. We have to reconciliate all this contradictory saying. God is great, but he can be also very small. He can be in an atom. He's also all colors, but he has no colors. He can have all qualities of good qualities, but he's devoid of any mundane qualities. For example, Krishna doesn't experience sorrow, material sorrow. He doesn't even hear our prayers when we are praying for relief. Why? Because he's only knowing rasa, only knowing pleasure, ananda. He's not experiencing any kind of suffering. That is why he's sending his pure devotee to this material world, because they take birth, they have a material body, and therefore they can experience all the sufferings. Today, for example, this weekend is the resurrection of Jesus. So Jesus is a perfect example of God made man, even though he's Saktyavesh avatar, but still he knows what it's like to have a material body and to undergo suffering. Of course he doesn't suffer that we do, but he understands the suffering we're going through, and therefore by this compassion he can give this grace, this mercy. But Krishna, he's only playing the flute. He doesn't know what suffering is. Paramatma, yes, inside, he listened to the prayers. God inside, he accompanied the jiva. So this is the way to understand Vedanta Sutra. And next time we'll see other further qualities. Brahman has many, many different qualities. And Adrishya, Akshara also qualities, negative qualities, but they're also qualities. Brahman can be Anandamaya, full of bliss, and he can be also compared to the Akasha, the space, and to Jyotis, the light, and to Prana, the breath, and he can be compared to the Antaryami, the Purusha within, the Paramatma, and so many other qualities that he has. This is in the first chapter of Vedanta Sutra. Panchakalpa tarubhya cha kripa sindhu bhaiva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah.